how to get to the learning part of that skill, right? So the next one, let's see who got the next number of votes. We have conflict management, conflict management, and K53. So let's put them here. Conflict management, management, and K53, road and driving. Yeah. Okay. And then the last skill that everyone wants to learn about, or the one that got the least number of votes, is budget. All right. So let's start first with customer service. Okay. So we are now usually I call it reverse engineering. So you are reversing. Let's say you are looking for a job as an administrator, or the type of job that you're looking for is at a hotel reception, hospitality, or in the catering industry, or in high volume places such as your home affairs that work with people directly, or your grocery stores that work with people directly. There is places where you can learn the skills, but you need now to be hyper focused, because in customer service you're going to now ask yourself, well, what is are the things inside customer service. So in customer service, you now inside the block yeah, customer service né? You write down 1 2 3 4, I'm not sure how many things can fit in there. So you write down what are the things that are involved in customer service. So you are reverse engineering. Let's say in this instance, customer service means that you must be nice to customers, right? So you must be nice and courteous to customers. So that means that you must understand, or okay, what does it mean when they say someone is nice and courteous to customers? You need to learn, one narrow course, courteous, yes. Yeah. Then you look, what is another one? Learning how to use the telephone. See? Then you look at others, or okay, what do people say usually when they answer the phone? Because that's customer service, right? Then you all like, okay, then you also now learn that skill, or you learn the script that they give you there about how to answer the phone, whether it's a call center or it's a reception or it's a place of work. Maybe you're in management, but they teach you those skills, that this is how we answer a phone here, this is how we speak to our people here, as well as this is how we protect people's information. So that's something I think, let me just put it here because just protection of personal information. So they teach you things like that. Or okay, as since you are working with people, well, how do you protect the information? How do you collect and protect that information? Okay. Then you keep going with it. You keep going. You at the end of the day, all these five, they must go here. They must give you customer service when you put them together. Okay. Then we go to the next one. The next one now is sales. Now in sales, we do the same thing. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Do the same thing. Or what is in sales that they usually talk about? Hmm? So they'll tell you about the numbers. We need to hit target. So you need to understand what are targets? Okay, then they will tell you, okay, we need to be able to consolidate. So now you need to be able to count money. You need to count money. Okay, you need to issue receipts. You need to issue receipts. Okay, so you need to know what goes into things like invoice and debts. Okay, maybe not debts, but definitely invoices. Because on your receipt, that's what you're issuing. You're issuing receipts. Okay. Then they tell you other things like you need to know how to uh, cold call or cold email or cold message, whatever coldness, because a cold customer needs to end up being a warm customer and then a hot customer, and then they give you their money, right? So in sales, all of this, same thing, they need to all end up being about that because you are using each one by one to go to the next. Let's go to another example. Let's say you want to learn about marketing from the skills. So you do the same thing in that block. You write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like I don't know how many spaces you have, but you need now to go back to research. Okay, and marketing, what do they do? What do marketing actually involves? Then they tell you, oh, no, marketing involves knowing the customer. Like knowing, okay, so there's customer analysis. So that is something you need to understand in order to have the overall skill. Like here, it's all about the overall skill of customer service or marketing or sales. You go into that specific thing, then you break it down, you reverse engineer it so that you are able now to understand all these things together. They actually are called customer service. So we're still at marketing. So at marketing, they say hey, you need to understand this. So they say do customer analysis. And you're like, okay, what's another thing that's involved in in marketing? Like, okay, you need to know communication channels. You need to know what are your customers on TikTok? Are your customers on Facebook? Are your customers not even social media people? They're rather people who you deal with face to face because our businesses are not the same. So from there, you need now to understand communication, whether it be verbal or written or both. Huh? Because all these together, they all come together and they make marketing. See, so you need to go back to learn and understand. So let me take another example. Okay, another example we have, it would be your K53, your K53 skill. In K53 skill, 1, 2, 3, we do the same thing. 4, 5, 6, 7. You break it down. You start, you're like, okay, what involves, okay, we already know it involves something to do with the road. We know it involves something to do with driving. That we already know. Okay. And we know that there's a stage where there's learners and there's things about signs that they say I must learn about. So these things, as you're busy, they are all going to combine together to give you the K53 scale. It's going to all come together to give you that K53 scale. So let's see. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. So right now, next one is this one, other skills. The other skills. So with the other skills, this is where now you need to tell yourself, okay, am I doing right? Am I doing what I thought I should be doing? Let me share this with the people on my so they can see what we're talking about. So we do same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I just want to take. Yeah, let me share this with them. So, okay, let me grab a different color since, yeah, there's a lot of black here already. Yeah, just sharing with them the hooray, they must join. Yeah, if they don't join, it's their loss. Let us proceed. So where were we? We were at let this example here. Let's go to conflict management. Let me finish this one. Conflict man 1, 2, 4. Right. So in conflict management, they say you will learn things. I really will learn all of this all together becomes one skill. Right. So with that one skill, you'll be able now to understand the overall subject matter. Okay. After understanding the overall subject matter, that is now the skill. Let me share this because yeah, my WhatsApp is distracting me. Previous workshop. No, they're just asking for the previous workshop link, so I'm just sharing that with them. Um, so on conflict, they say, let's say for example, they say now you need to learn about emotions. You need to learn about people. So you need to learn about managing your personal life. Your personal life. So now when you're managing all of this now together goes to be conflict management. Okay? Because conflict management has chapters in it, it has a breakdown in it to show that this is what conflict management is made up of. And as well itself, you see, conflict management. Okay? Let's see what's another one can break down. Customer service. See? Breaks it down. The customer and the service. So when you put them together, they have to mean something. Okay? So let's go to another example. The other, what are these other skills? What are these other skills that everybody is asking about or everyone is asking for? What are these other skills? I'm waiting for no. Everybody on WhatsApp everybody's very quiet. Very quiet. Notify the whole group to talk. How do I do that? Notify. Oh, maybe I've already sent the wave already. But anyway, let's as we proceed. Since so now the other skills that were not mentioned in the poll, because these were ones in the poll that I asked people to vote and choose which ones do they want to learn, or are they seeking to learn. So in other skills, you're going to do the same thing. You name the skill. Let's say it is riding bicycle. Then you say, okay, riding a bicycle, what does it involve? It has to involve a certain thing. Number one, it has to involve something. Number two, it has to involve some. Number three, see? Then you start with 1. You go. Or maybe you start with 2. And then after you're finished with 2, you do 1. See? So maybe let's take another example. Like what is the one that is always hiring people? Construction. Construction work where they need you PPE, welding, electricity, dangerous stuff. Like, okay, in the construction, let's say you want to take on being an electrician. Okay, so already as an electrician, you were taught certain basic skills. That's not taught. So, what is the basic thing you need to know about electricity? You need to know number 1 about electricity. Number 2, you need to know about wiring. Then, then you need to know about safety. Because all of these things, when they come together, they give you now the skill that you're looking for. Okay, are we agreed? We agree or not? Uh, I guess we all agree. So let's say the other skills you're looking for. It is now not any of these, and not any of this. Maybe it is a typing skill. Then you do the research. Same thing. 1, 2. You do the research. Put it there. Number 1. What do people who are good at typing or people who are hired? Okay. Let's say people are hired as the skill of soccer. Okay. So if people are hiring skill, what are the things in the job description? Or really, let's not take this one. Let's take a job description of an intern. Yeah, so just World Cup fever. Sorry, World Cup fever. So let's take an intern. An intern, firstly, they would ask for them their qualification. No qualification, they're like, okay, do you have the experience? Either or, one of these two, you need to have. Right? But then the whole purpose of intern is to get more experience. But anyway, then they go to the next one, like, okay, all right, intern, do you know how to use a computer and typing and reports? Then you already know. Here they're giving you a clue, because in that job advert, they tell you the job description. And from that job description, you now have a better idea of what is it that they're looking for. Do I have this? If I don't have the skill, now let me break down so you already know, okay, I need to go learn computer. I need to learn typing. I need to learn about reports. Then you do the same thing. Let's change this one. Say this one is not about budgets. Let's say this one's not about budgets. Let's say this one is about reports. Then 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you know that, okay, if they're asking for reports, what goes into a report? So in a report, we usually know that you are going to be reading, right? We already know you're going to be reading. From reading, you're going to be analyzing data, if there is any data. So there's reading, so meaning, or you need to pay attention to detail, So there's things like that that you need to pay attention to. All right. So from there, we go to number 3. What else goes into reports? You need to know how to type. Typing what? Using what? Most popular is MS, Microsoft. What's it? MS 365. Yeah. So either if you know one of them, like Word, or you know two, or you know three, you have your Outlook, or you know another one. Outlook, what's another one? Database. What's another one? Project Manager. What's another one? Teams. So they are all integrated together. So um, as we're doing this skills, or as I'm sharing with you how to get these skills, is because I want you to have a better opportunity at applying for work, better opportunity for interviews, better chances of getting work, because this is important. Should you be able to qualify or go to the next stage, you need to quickly figure out, because what if a question comes out about marketing and you haven't done any research around marketing, or a question comes out about report writing or team? What are you going to tell them when they ask you about report writing and you haven't gone back to the job advert? You haven't gone back to the job advert, because you need to go back to it. Check what are they asking for in the job advert. What skills are they saying this person has to master and be able to do? Okay. So I would like to take this time to thank everyone for joining this live. Thanks to everyone for joining this live. I really appreciate it watching this video. Welcome to join us. We go live right now every week on Sundays. We go every week. It's Sunday evening. So best thing, subscribe, put on the notification, and you will see the next video when it comes up. So otherwise, thank you. I can't thank you enough. Subscribe to the channel, and good luck and God bless. Sharp. Oh, unless someone has a question. Any questions? Unless someone has a question. If you have a question, then sure, then I would. But yeah, that is the one for today. Thank you. Oh, hey, hi, Mister. Hello, hello, Mister. Yeah, we were discussing the skills. We did a poll on the skills. So I was sharing how to do the whole skills, and how to actually where to find the skills in a job advert whenever you apply for a job advert. So it is very important that when you get that job advert, you drop a block like the skills, because some other people they wrote other skills so they can be able to attend to their skills, but having like the each skill and doing like a breakdown, or okay, this skill, for example, report writing, what is involved in report writing. So things like paying attention to details, being able to interpret data or read information, and then now also using certain softwares like your Microsoft Word or your Excel. So being able now, okay, I need this skill, but how do you get to it? Getting to it is now breaking it down, because your not self, it's a skill, but when you break it down to its pieces, it becomes simpler to understand overall. Or oh, this is how the best approach to learn the skill. I don't need to actually go at it all at one shot. I can learn bits and pieces of it. Like for example, customer service, you can break it down. Or there's the language that how you speak to people, professional language. There's the etiquette or Republican courtesy. Telephone, yes, how you speak on the telephone. So others also saw that they suggested about K50 driving. So there's those breaking down that skill. It will help you very much to understand how to get to it without actually trying to push for a formal qualification. Mm. So I don't know if there was any questions on YouTube. Oh, Karabo wants to ask. Yeah, sure, Karabo can ask about the. Yeah, sure, go ahead, ask you have a question. You can type it out because you're on YouTube live, so can as need to type it out. Okay, while we're waiting for Karabo, let's see if there's any other questions. Uh, let's see if there's any other questions. Mm, the job advert. Okay, let's take for example the job. I think you're looking at a job advert, and you are seeing work first, and then who are they hiring? After who are they hiring? What are the minimum requirements? From minimum requirements, they tell you expectations as well as responsibilities. Mm. So from there, you read, okay, okay, firstly, the job advert, okay, you pay attention, okay, this job, maybe I feel like I can do it. Then you go to minimum requirements. And minimum requirements, you go through it, then like, okay, I meet all the minimum requirements. So certainly I can do this job. Excuse me. Very good. You go to the next one. The responsibilities. The other responsibilities. That is where they would have the skills. If it is not mentioned under the minimum requirements, then it is mentioned under responsibilities. The responsibilities that you will have under the workplace. So you will see there whether your skills do meet them or not. Okay. So let's see. The question is, if you have never worked in your life, or if you have never worked in your life, what should you write on section F, where they require you to write experience? Work experience. Good question. Work experience if you've never had any experience. Okay. So under there, you would write, please see CV or see attached CV. Because in the CV, that is where now you will have a chance to play around with skills and knowledge that you have. In that section is part of the section where it is not mandatory. It is not mandatory to fill it in. Remember on the ZED3, there's sections that are mandatory to be filled in. So just give me a second. I'm just trying to find my that lesson we had last time. So this was the lesson that we had last time with the highlighter. So where is that section that Karaba is referring to? Yes, see? So you are referring to part EFG. You see, they're saying that due to limited space, the applicants often indicate refer to curriculum vitae bracket CV or C attached. So to answer your question, no, you don't write not applicable. See, there is no, because this is very important. The way they tell us to write. So instead of writing not applicable, because when you write not applicable and you're looking for work, rather write C attached CV, because now in your CV, this is where the magic is going to happen. You are going to put the not work experience, but you're going to put other experiences that you have or other things that you have done, such as volunteer work. You can put volunteer work. If you are there every Sunday at work and you are at protocol ushering people, put it down. That is part of experience. If you are there every other day, once a month, you are helping your uncles and aunties at the shop, put it down. That is experience. If you are out here busy typing, making, designing, and already I have self-employment, um, then self-employment, put it down as a job. Okay, so that's what you say. When you say C attached CV, you now put down experiences, whether it be from church, from volunteer work, from helping at home. So you put down certain skills that will help you in that CV. So if it is submitted already, okay, submitted applications already. I have what I call the job tracker. So you on the job tracker, and when you apply, you write down details of where you applied so that you're now able to go back to that and contact them after that period. Whether they said in the advert, contact us after 4 weeks, or if you have not heard from us after 4 weeks, then know that you know, or maybe they tell you that 3 months if you have not heard from us. So go back to the advert uh, so that you contact that person there or those individuals there. And after contacting them, now you're able to get feedback whether your application made it to the next round, whether your application at what stage is it at, and if there's any feedback that they can give to you as the applicant. So so if you've already submitted, get the contacts, call them, and then find out or how far in the pipeline and what are going on. So that's as simple as I can put it for you, Mam. Karabo. So in that case, other than that, if your CV is blank and you've never had any experiences, you don't have any formal job experience, best thing to write there on the Z83, write CV attached, and then on CV attached, you put down your experiences and you also put down your volunteer work, you put down your leadership, whether you were a secretary, where, or you were a treasurer, you put down all of that. Okay. Thanks. Pleasure. So is there any other questions? There are no questions. Before we wrap up today's session, so those who just joined us, this is the block. So on an A4 paper, you divide that paper into 8 blocks or even 4 blocks, depending on how many skills you want to learn. So from this paper, when you divide it into 8 blocks, you write down all those skills that you've found or that you want to learn, and then you put them down there, because it's not every skill that you can pay. Some of them you can literally learn them with getting access to the internet. Then after those 4 blocks, you list them there, each one in each block. Then once they're in each block, you break them down now to say, okay, I want to learn about Microsoft. Then from Microsoft, you break it down that, okay, Microsoft, they have Teams. I need to learn about Teams. I need to learn about Outlook. I think that's what they also mentioned, Word. And I think Excel. Yeah, these ones, a lot of people are using. I even asked, they're using this one. So now you know how to approach it. Okay. You know how to approach skills learning. Right? So let's say, for example, you want to learn how to drive on the road. Same thing. You start with one. You learn the rules of the road, or you learn the signs, or you learn about the car. See? So before you get into any skill, you first have to break it down. For example, when you these books have table of contents. So the book overall has a name, all in totality. But when you go inside the book, there is sections. Okay. Like, for example, the most famous book is the Bible. So when you whole thing is called the Bible. But when you open it, it has sections. It has chapters, I mean. And in those chapters, there is verses. See? But in totality, it's called Bible. So take that skill that you want to learn, and with that skill that you want to learn, break it down. Or what is are the components involved in the learning of it? Okay. So in the absence of questions, and thank you so much. Thank you for attending today's session. Is there any questions before I wrap up? Last round for questions. Going once, going twice. Oh, you have another question, Karabo. Is it compulsory to send other documents such as qualifications and ID along with ZD3? Uh, well, I'm gonna ask you questions because do you read the advert? Do you read the advert? Do you read like the top part of the advert? Because it's always mentioned there. That part, it's always mentioned. Especially on other qualifications and IDs, it's always mentioned. That part. So let me show you why it's always mentioned. So this is the communication from the DPSA, right? Matters related to the ZE. This is the blueprint I use for the ZE3. So in there, they say applicants, no, they were advising departments. And from advising departments also in the adverts, they mention it that in to alleviate resources and all those good stuff, they say you are not required to submit other relevant document, but must submit the ZE3. So they would usually say along the lines of, please make sure that you submit on the latest ZDD3, and on the latest ZDD3, ensure that you sign it. You also ensure that you do all this and that, and not just that alone, but also ensure that your CV is up to date. Okay, so from there, they now only shortlisted candidates are only required to submit certified, I think maybe they'll say copies or certified copies, but it is along those lines on that advert. Okay, I see. Oh, you found the advert. Yes. So on the every advert that taken, especially from the government departments, that is excluding things like SGB funded or project funded, but majority of them that are released from the government, they would inform you what is required when you submit documentation. Okay. So thank you so much, Ceci, for joining us. I don't know if you have any questions. Do you have questions for us? Oh, no questions. All right. Any questions on the YouTube, on WhatsApp? Any questions over WhatsApp? Let's see WhatsApp. See if there's any questions before we wrap up. Yeah, sure. You can shoot. Go ahead, ask a question. Go ahead, type out your question. I'll wait for you. Just type out your question so we can answer. Yeah, so I can, with the best of my knowledge, answer your question. If I can't answer it, then I think I will refer you to the best place where you can get that answer. So you can go ahead and shoot your question. Shoot your question. And if there's anyone else as well, if you have questions, yeah, you can let me know if you have any questions. While waiting for them to finish typing their question here. So if anyone else has a question, go ahead. Anyone has any question? Let's go. Okay, question here. Let's see, in the WhatsApp, no question. Okay, so let's just wait for this one question from Karabo. Just waiting for a question from Karabo to see what is his question all about before we wrap up today's session. So hopefully, today's session was fruitful for everyone. I hope everyone had a very fruitful session from the questions asked on the poll about the skills that you want to learn. So I'm hoping that everybody had. So let me just open here for those who are on the YouTube. So this is our WhatsApp group. So these were the poll questions that were asked. Asked people the questions here. So this is how we got to today's workshop. My car. Yeah, today's workshop. That's how we got here. Is because of these poll questions. So as you can see, there's a lot of other. Mm. Mm. Okay, so today we're not using we're not on the computer today. So what I can do, let's see, can I share this here? Oh, okay, let's do this. Let me share with you so that you're able now to contact, so that you can now, cause yeah, hey, now, me on a computer now. Oh no, today's session I would prefer it to be offline. No, I wanted to get closer to everyone so we can speak. So what you can do, you can send me a message, ne? So it is at oh ergi mute mama olele. Yeah, what is so it is okay. You got it, ne? So we're on okay. Oh, most famously on YouTube, saying mhm, and on TikTok. Okay, so you can just send me this, or I can even do a little screenshot today so that I can go to check it out, and then yeah. So send me a message either on either of the platforms. See, in either of the platforms. So on my channel, there's a link. Let me try to use a different color here now. Let me use a different color. Oh, for this one, for link in bio, dog. You have to go to the link in bio. Link is in the bio, man. Mm. Hey, link is in the bio. Link oh, in in bio. Yeah, man. So yeah, the link is in the bio. So go there. You can find a way to different ways to reach me, and then yeah, reaching me there, that will make it easier for me to now do all this for you. So we're there on YouTube, Instagram also link in bio. Same thing with TikTok, link in the bio. So otherwise, thank you so much everybody for the wonderful questions. Thank you, Karabo. Shout out to you. Yeah, you will start Saturday asking all the questions, if not majority of them. So thank you everyone. I will see you on the next one. Otherwise, good luck and God bless. Peace.